and welcome to Computer Classes by Rachna. Today we'll discuss a numerical problem of COCOMO II. So COCOMO stands for Constructive Cost Model, and the COCOMO II is having three stages. The first stage is Application Composition Estimation Model. The second stage is Early Design Estimation Model, and the third stage is Post Architecture Estimation Model. The first stage is used for application composition, where we have the project which is used basically for prototyping stage, when we have to generate some applications, infrastructure, etc. The stage 2 is used in early stages of project when very little is known about the projects, and the stage 3 is used after the completion of detailed architecture of the project. So these are the three stages. One is application composition model, which is used for early stages when prototyping phase is considered for user interfaces and performance evaluation of technology maturity, etc. So in early stage model, we have the requirements. Once they are set and stabilized, then we talk about the basic architecture, and for that we consider the early design stage model. And the third one, post architecture model, is used during the construction of the software when the design is established. So the application composition model basically have these steps: assess the object counts, classification of complexity levels, assign the complexity weight, determine the object points, and compute new object points. So the new object points are basically object points minus 100 minus percentage of reuse divided by 100. So this is the formula, and these are the steps that we are talking about. Then we calculate the productivity rate, and then we compute the effort in person months. So all these are the steps for calculation of efforts in person months, and they will be clear once we see one of the numericals for the same. So first is assessing the object count, where we will be given few number of screens, reports, and components that comprise the application, and then we have a table that will show their difficulty level: simple, medium, and difficult. And then there will be weights assigned for each of the objects, and we have to calculate the object points. So for that we have to add all the weighted object instances, and then we have to compute the new object points. So all this can be understood by looking at these values. So these are the complexity indication table for the components. The three different components are screen, reports, and complexity weights for each level. So these are the different tables. If the number of screen views is less than 3, then we talk about the sources of data tables, and then there are server and clients which are there for the screens. So if the number of views is less than 3 and the server and clients total is less than 4 or less than 8 or more than 8 plus, then we describe their levels of difficulty. It could be simple, it could be medium, it could be difficult. So these are the tables which are given, and we have to work accordingly. And every views, etc., or every view that we are talking about could be for the client or the server. So for screens, it would be either from the client end or from the server end. And in total, if it is less than 4, then it would be considered simple. If it is the number of views between 3 and 7, then it will be considered simple. If it is less than 4, it will be considered medium if it is number of views is greater than 8. All right. Then if the total is less than 8 and the number of views is less than 3, then simple. Number of views between 3 and 7, medium. Number of views greater than 8, difficult. Then if the total is more than 8, then the number of clients and server more than 8, and the number of views less than 3, it will be medium. Between 3 to 7, difficult. Greater than 8, difficult. So this is a table that we have to know, and the values will be given, and we just have to see what values are given and we have to act accordingly. All right. So then these are the complexity weight and these are the productivity values. Very low means 4, low means 7, nominal means 13, high means 25, very high means 50. So now see the example question and you will understand whatever I was trying to explain. So consider a database application project with following characteristics. It has, just note down the values which are given. It has 4 screens, 4 views each, 7 data tables for 3 servers and 4 clients. So note down the values that we have. We have 4 screens with 4 views each. Alright. We have 7 data tables which includes 3 servers and 4 clients. 3 servers and 4 clients. Now let's see. The application may generate 2 reports of 6 sections each. Now it is showing number of sections is 6, number of reports 2, from each from 7 data tables. So it is giving these 7 data tables for 2 servers and 3 clients. Now for the second table it is giving the values 2 servers and 3 clients, and the percentage of reuse is 10%. So this is what all is given. And the question says the developer's experience and capability in similar environment is low. So developer experience is low. Maturity of organization is also low. We have to calculate the object point and new object point effort to develop the project of such type. So first thing, we have number of screens which is 4 with 4 views each, and number of reports 2 with 6 sections each. From table 9 we know that each screen will be of medium complexity. How? 4 screens with 4 views each. Total screens हमारी कितनी है? 4. How many screens we have total? 4. How many views we have? 4. Alright. So just have a look here. We have 4 screens, so it is between 3 to 7. 4 screens with 4 views each. Alright. And then it says how many data tables we have. 7 data tables, 3 servers and 4 clients. 7 data tables having 3 servers and 4 clients. Alright. So we have total less than 8, 3 servers and 4 clients, so column number second, and views 4, which is 3 to 7, row number 2. So when we look at this, we understand that the level is medium. Alright, is it clear? Now from this we got that the screen will be of medium complexity. Now let's talk about report. The reports are 2 with 6 sections each. 2 reports, 6 sections each, and from 7 data tables, 2 servers and 3 clients. 7 data tables, 2 servers and 3 clients. So from this table we will see the number of reports are 2 with 6 sections, so number of sections becomes 4 plus, and there are 7 data tables, so less than 8, and it includes 2 servers and how many clients? Let's see. Two servers and 3 clients. So 2 to 3 server and 3 to 5 clients, and total less than 8. So this is second column and third row. So this becomes difficult. I hope this is clear. We have to see the question and we have to decide what would be the level of difficulty. Alright, and for that you have to remember this table. Fine, you must remember this table. If you will not remember this table, you will not understand. Okay, now we know that the complexity level as per the values which are given is, for the screen it is medium and for reports it is difficult. Now we have to go to what we were talking about, the steps. So the first step was assess the object count, classify the complexity level. So through the object count, we have classified the complexity level, assign weight to each of the object. Now we have to assign the weight and then we have to determine the object points. So how will we assign the weights? What is the complexity level for screen? Medium, so it is 2. And what is the complexity level for report? Difficult, so it would be 8. So 2 and 8. Okay, and the percentage of reuse is 10%, which is given. Now you can see, using table 4 we may calculate this. So how many screens? 4 screens with 4 views. So 4 screens with 4 views, so 4 into 2, and two reports with 6 sections each. So number of reports is 2 and the difficulty level is 8. So 2 8s are 16 and 4 2s are 8. All right, because we are given the value 2 and we are given the value 8, we have come to the conclusion that complexity weight would be 2 for screens and 8 for reports. Now how many screens are there? 4, so 4 into 2. And how many reports are there? 2, so 2 into 8. So 4 2s are 8 plus 2 8s are 16. And what we get as an answer, it would be 24. All right, so we calculated this. After this, let's see the next step. So the next step is determine the object point. What is the method for object point? Add all the weighted instances to get one number, which is known as object point count. So we came to the value 24, which is determining the object point. Now we compute the new object point. How to compute the new object point? The object points that we have calculated, 24 into 100 minus percentage of reuse. So 100 minus how much percentage was given in the question? 10. So 100 minus 10 would be 90. So 24 into 90 divided by 100. So this is what we are going to do. We will calculate 24 into 90 divided by 100. So that comes out to be 21.6. Now the next step is we have to calculate the effort in person months. So to calculate the effort in person months and to calculate the productivity rate, we have to find out the formulas for both. Productivity rate is new object point divided by person month. So and the effort in person, so we will first calculate this and then we will calculate this. So effort in person month is we will calculate first the productivity rate and then we'll calculate the new object point. So productivity is known and then we can calculate the effort in person month. And what is the productivity? Let's see the question. So new object points and effort is to be calculated. The maturity of the organization is also low. So the productivity is given low. What is the value for low? 7. We'll find out the productivity through these values. Suppose it was given the maturity of the organization productivity is very high. So then we would take 50. So if it was high, then we would take 25. If it was very low, we would take 4. If it was nominal, we would take 13. But it says it is low, which means we would take 7. All right. So we know that productivity is 7. So we calculate the formula and the productivity is 7, and now we calculate the new object points. So the new object points would be 21.6 divided by 7 and it comes out to be 3.086 person month. The effort is always given in person months. How many person for how many months? So it is 3.086 person month. So this is the final answer that we get. Thank you so much. I hope you have understood this, and to calculate the new object points, you must remember these tables with the values which are given for the screens, the values which are given for reports so that you can find out the level of difficulty. Once you get the level of difficulty, you must remember this table. That would be for screen, reports and 3GL components, and then you have to work. I hope I'm able to resolve your problem. So any type of such question is given, what you have to do is you have to carefully read the question and answer it according to the table values. You will find out the complexity and the things will be done. Thank you so much.